So if somebody walks in and says, "Hey Sam, I'm a potential outdoor alpha, and I want to learn how to bass fish in here. What do you want to sell me today?"
For an entry level, I would suggest a spinner. Spinner's easy. There's really no technique to it other than throw it and reel it in slow. Low gear ratio for this would be really preferred. Some people can slow their retrieve down on a high gear ratio, but this would be an entry level easy one, or a Texas rig is pretty much the easiest thing. I can rig one up for y'all. This is pretty much like the universal all-time like river, creek, pond.
And the natural colors like those, like kind of that pumpkin
Yeah.
green with the red fleck, that's a good color
This
for
is
water around here,
this
right?
is pretty much the color, the go-to color. Watermelon red. I mean, it's awesome. All we do is just stick it in here.
And the way you're rigging it, Sam, is so that it's actually
A
less
weedless.
likely to get snagged.
Yes. You just measure out where you're gonna put your bait, your hook.
And why is that called Texas rigged? Was it became the big deal here?
Yeah, I guess so. And then you just top it off with one of these weights here.
Right. And you could put a little stopper on that to keep the weight
You could
from
put a
sliding up
yes.
if you want, but it's not required.
Yeah, it's not required.
And what's the big deal with tungsten weights over the old lead ones?
Tungsten, you're gonna get a smaller profile bait, but it weighs the same. Lead is gonna be a lot more bulkier. So, and these it has a lot more sensitive to touch. You can feel every rock curve that you're going over. I mean, this tungsten is actually the way to go. It's not saying that it's gonna help increase your catch fishing a lot better than lead, but I mean, it's just more preferred if you want to get more technical with your gear.
So you don't need a fancy rod or reel.
No,
you
sir.
You can go get pretty much a $20 or $30 rig as long as you're using some of these basic fundamental lures like a Texas rig.
Yes, exactly right. Exactly right.